Memory was during the final number of Hamilton. I'll mess it up. During the final number of If Then, I sat on the edge of the stage with our friend Stephanie Clemens. Yeah, we were around a lot. And I think Adina and Anthony and LaShawn were doing something up here somewhere behind me. I can't be quite sure. But and Stephanie and I would, have like stage business, and she would talk about this project she was working on, this thing she was working on with Andy Blankenbuehler and Lynn called Hamilton. And I was like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. So I just remember this conversation we used to have, and it was an exciting thing. And then a couple of years later, I stood in a room with Lynn and Tommy and Alex Lacamoire, and I was auditioning for the role of Alexander Hamilton, and Stephanie was sitting at the end of the table, and I sang Dear Theodosia just to her because I was so nervous, and she was like this friendly face, and she smiled at me, and I got that part. So I don't know if you were a fan, but I always heard like Stephanie and I had a moment, and it was I'll never forget that moment. Yeah.
Emil, do you have a favorite line from If Then, maybe as a book seller?
Yeah, well, it's a really, it's a very intricate line. It was during The Moment Explodes, right? And LaShawn says, or Kate she's saying something about something, and I tell her I'm a writer. I was like, oh, I wrote a book, and I give her this big book, and she says, oh, thank you. I said, well, you can keep it. Don't worry, I got 1,000 copies. It was very funny. It was very funny when I said it in the show. It was very funny. Yeah, should we sing? Let's sing. We're gonna sing the song. I actually understudied David in the show. Also, Marc delaCruz understudied David as well. And Jason Tan played the role on Broadway, and he didn't call it that very often, maybe like 10 or so times, and I went on never, and he went on every time. I think it's because he's just so handsome.
It was my bike riding skills. It was because I was reading record.
So now I get to see David. And I'm just only upset because I didn't actually get to kiss Anthony Rapp on the face. That's all I really wanted. What are we doing here?
We're seeing how it goes.
We've been doing this for 10 years. We know how it goes.
Why not be a good thing?
For a better thing.
I'm not getting older. I'm the same age I've always been.
I know. You can guard it hard forever, keep it safe and keep it sound, but that love won't feel so heavy if you spread that shit around. What is it that you're afraid of? Being hurt, let down, destroyed? Well, you know it all can happen, and what's more, you can't avoid. You're a diehard, you're a radical, a fighter through and through. So tell me why you're so afraid of a cause that's new and true, like me and you. Until you got up and begin climbing, breathe deep, hold on. You can't know how good it gets till you go, or till it's gonna be lost. Be wary, be afraid, but don't hide out in the dugout while that final game is played. Make that trade, I'll be the best worst mistake you ever made.
Really? Sports metaphor?
Yeah, sports ball.
That I don't love you, cause I don't not love you. And I lie to say I'm never, sometimes always thinking of you. But when something's deeply felt, it seems shallow just to say the thing that's expected, the same old cliche.
My soul is terrifying, terrifying. As you're panicked in a sweat, it's the nightmare of all nightmares you'll ever get. Let's go in love. Love's a bitch. Love's a queen. Love's a witch. Love is yours. Love's a boy. I love you. I love you. I love you. For all time.
You tricked me into saying that.
It's too late, it's done, you're through, 'cause I said it and you said it. And I know you meant it to. So man up, break out, dive in. There's no knowing how it ends until at last we both begin. We're lost, we're lonely, we're afraid,
but the sun will still be shining.